In September 2016, a Reddit user going by JasonInHell posted what seemed like a typical relationship advice request on r/relationship advice. Jason described discovering that his wife Brandy was cheating on him with their neighbor, and despite community outrage, he initially decided to stay with her for the sake of their 2 young children, Tyler and Charlie. "I caught my wife cheating on me over a year ago. I stayed with her for the sake of our children, but I haven't been able to get it off of my mind since." The post gained massive attention, with hundreds of commenters begging Jason to reconsider. They were appalled that Brandy had forced him to apologize to the neighbor after discovering the affair. The Reddit community overwhelmingly urged him to contact a divorce attorney, and eventually, Jason took their advice. On November 16, 2016, Jason served Brandy with divorce papers. He tucked his children into bed that night, never imagining it would be the last time he would see them alive. Jason went to sleep in the basement, as had become his routine during their marital problems. In the early morning hours of November the 17th, Brandy Worley called 911 with a chilling confession.
Hey, what's going on there?
I just stabbed myself and I killed my 2 children.
You stabbed yourself and killed your 2 children?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what's your name?
Brandy Worley.
Brandy what?
Police arrived to find Tyler and Charlie dead in their beds, multiple stab wounds covering their small bodies. Brandy was found in the living room with self-inflicted stab wounds to her neck. She had cut the children's throats and then attempted suicide. The Reddit community was devastated. Their advice to seek divorce had inadvertently triggered the most unthinkable outcome. Jason updated the community from his hospital bed, where he was being treated for shock, expressing gratitude for their support while processing the unimaginable loss of his children. Brandy Worley pleaded guilty to 2 counts of murder and was sentenced to 120 years in prison, 65 years for Tyler's murder and 55 years for Charlie's. The case became known as the Reddit murders, demonstrating how online advice, no matter how well-intentioned, can have real-world consequences beyond anyone's worst nightmares. In the vast expanse of YouTube's algorithm, there exists a channel that has been broadcasting the same message with obsessive consistency for years. The voice is monotone, emotionless, devoid of any human warmth. It begins by counting 0, 0, 0, 0. The repetition continues, sometimes for minutes, before invariably concluding with 3 words that have become the channel's signature: "Pray for Dave." But the Rex Todd Channel is just the surface of a much deeper and more disturbing rabbit hole. The mystery expanded when internet investigators discovered that the same network was conducting bizarre phone campaigns. Using a specific photograph of young Keanu Reeves as their avatar, unknown individuals or groups began calling random people with a pre-recorded message about a sick boy. The callers would tell recipients that this boy was ill and needed help, prompting some to offer kind words and assistance while others simply hung up. YouTube videos accompanied these calls, featuring the same Keanu Reeves photograph and playing the identical creepy pre-recorded message in the background. Some videos even incorporated actual recorded conversations from the phone calls, creating an unsettling archive of these random interactions. The Twitter account associated with Rex Todd used the same young Keanu Reeves image, posting incomprehensible messages alongside the "Pray for Dave" phone number. Polish researchers traced elements of this operation to what appeared to be an artistic project, finding connections through specific naming conventions used in Spotify playlists. However, the investigation hit dead ends when attempting to contact potential collaborators. The rabbit hole deepened when YouTuber Internet Mystery Machine discovered connections to a New Orleans-based band called We Are Not Musicians, which had a Spotify track titled "Number Pray for Dave." One credited member, Flip Fitch, appeared on another track called Crap Stacks, featuring the band KFC Murder Chicks, linking this mystery to the even more complex rabbit hole. Whether this represents an elaborate ARG, genuine mental health crisis, or an art project remains unclear. The Rex Todd network demonstrates how internet mysteries can metastasize across platforms, creating interconnected webs of confusion that span years and continents while maintaining their essential incomprehensibility. In 2024, internet investigators uncovered what would become one of the most disturbing predatory networks in social media history. It began with an Instagram account called Smart Schoolboy 9, featuring what initially appeared to be innocent content from a young student. The account posted typical school-related imagery, homework assignments, classroom photos, childish captions written in the vernacular of adolescent social media users. But it wasn't hard to notice that this wasn't your typical student. The hands visible in photographs belonged to an adult. Body proportions were completely wrong for the alleged age. Most disturbing was the individual's appearance, completely white face paint creating an uncanny mask-like visage, combined with high-heeled boots worn with school uniforms. The aesthetic was deliberately designed to occupy the uncanny valley between childhood innocence and adult fetishization. Internet sleuths determined that Smart Schoolboy 9 was operated by a 59-year-old man believed to be David Alter, with evidence suggesting he was based in Doncaster, United Kingdom, before relocating to Streatham, London. The investigation revealed a complex network of interconnected accounts, including Truth is Sticks 11, all operated by the same individual. Local reports from Doncaster painted a disturbing picture. He had printed out photos on his walls of naked adults, but with children's faces stuck over them, and was allegedly driven out of Doncaster for being a pedo. These accounts, while unverified, aligned with the disturbing online behavior patterns documented by investigators. The accounts progressively displayed more explicit content involving children, often in AI-generated or edited images, with concerning interactions with real children on social media. When confronted by investigators, Alter's responses followed classic predator deflection tactics, calling those investigating him perverts and predators, a textbook example of projection commonly observed in such cases. Despite extensive investigation, South Yorkshire Police could neither confirm nor deny arrests, highlighting the challenges law enforcement faces with international online predatory behavior. On February 15, 2018, a Russian YouTube channel named Vera Korotaeva began uploading what would become one of the internet's most disturbing surveillance operations. Over nearly 2 years, approximately 1,400 videos were posted, all featuring hidden camera footage of people in their daily lives, completely unaware they were being recorded. The channel's content was voyeuristic horror. Apartment hallways, building entrances, courtyards, all captured through concealed cameras. The video titles were cryptic and often incomprehensible. Random dates, the name Elena Korotaeva. Drug references like smoking spice or complete gibberish consisting of letters and numbers. But the descriptions revealed something far more sinister. Written in barely coherent Russian, they consisted of angry rants condemning the subjects for smoking drugs, not working, drinking alcohol. The mystery deepened when investigators discovered that, despite the channel name, Vera Korotaeva wasn't the operator. In one crucial video, the real author could be heard screaming at someone on the street, threatening to put them on YouTube. The voice was distinctly male, and he referred to himself as second-degree disabled, suggesting serious mental illness.
С какой стати? Нечего сюда ходить, не будешь в Ютубе. Написано, камеры висят, это, все остальное. Вы не ходите сюда!
The breakthrough came in the channel's final video, titled Putin Hitler's T4 Program in Action 3, which captured a phone call revealing the author's real name, Peter Shepkin. This discovery led investigators to 3 additional YouTube channels operated by the same individual. The oldest, created in 2012, contained nearly 1,000 more videos and revealed Peter's face, a man whose incoherent speech patterns matched the paranoid writing style from the original channel descriptions. Through geographical references in his videos, investigators traced Peter to the Verkhnedonsky district in Russia's Rostov region, near the Ukrainian border. He appeared to live in a communal apartment where he had installed hidden cameras to surveil his neighbors, convinced they were all criminals and drug addicts. The most disturbing aspect isn't the surveillance itself, but the scale of violation. Thousands of videos document people's private moments without consent, uploaded for the world to see. The subjects, ordinary people living their lives, remain unaware that their most mundane activities have been broadcast to strangers across the internet by their mentally ill neighbor. Within YouTube's vast content ecosystem exists a bizarre phenomenon that transforms childhood nostalgia into something genuinely unsettling. When users search for SpongeBob SquarePants content, they occasionally encounter videos with familiar yellow thumbnails but completely corrupted titles. SpongeBob Lawyerpants, Pillowbong Lawyerpants, Vincent's SpongeBob Tylenol. This isn't random corruption or algorithmic error. It represents a systematic content manipulation operation that has been active for multiple years. Thousands of these videos exist across hundreds of YouTube channels, following patterns that suggest sophisticated automation combined with human oversight. The same canonical SpongeBob episodes are repeatedly uploaded with single frames altered, creating technically original content that bypasses copyright detection systems. Happy Birthday-themed series repeat endlessly with meaningless variations, accompanied by fragments of unrelated mobile game footage that serves no apparent purpose. The titles themselves form a linguistic pattern that defies conventional understanding. Horror Thrill, Valentine or Christmas, Katsifa Tansikoko. These word combinations sound like they should convey meaning but exist in a semantic void, creating an effect that researchers describe as cargo, cult content creation, mimicking the surface characteristics of legitimate children's content without understanding what makes it engaging. Reddit investigators have mapped this ecosystem extensively, revealing channels that constantly cross-reference and repost each other's content, creating infinite loops of copyright-dodging re-uploads. These videos accumulate views because YouTube's search algorithm cannot distinguish between SpongeBob SquarePants and SpongeBob Lawyerpants. Children searching for their favorite cartoon character accidentally encounter these hollow imitations and, lacking developed critical thinking about content quality, often continue watching. The operation continues to this day with new variations appearing regularly. SpongeBob remains trapped in perpetual legal proceedings that will never conclude, defending cases in a digital purgatory where nothing resembles the innocent joy the character was originally designed to provide.